This is your part 5 and the final video of your chapter number 6, Boolean algebra and logic gate. So let's continue further from max term designation. Okay, now it is denoted with the letter M and along with the subscript obtained by using the following step. You can see here an expression is given. This is a canonical sum of product expression. Okay, and same way we have min term. So first understand min term and then we will be understanding max term, how to denote or derive the formula. Okay, now min term designation is denoted with the letter M. It is also denoted with the letter M and with the subscript obtained by using the following step. First of all, what is the first step? Find binary pattern by writing 1 for the variable and 0 for the complement of the variable. Find decimal equivalent of the binary pattern and then use decimal number as a subscript of the letter M. Now you can see here that if suppose you have to find the min term designation of ABC complement. So ABC will be written as 1 1 because it's a non-complement variable and C complement will be written as 0. Now you have to find the decimal equivalent of 110. Now how will you find? You write 110, then you have to multiply with the base value 2 and to the power 0. Okay, and similarly the next one you will be writing as 1 into 2 to the power 1. So 0, 1, 2 is the position values. Okay, and same way you have to write 1 into 2 to the power 2. Okay, now let's do 2 to the power 0 value is 1 and if it is multiplied with 0 it will be 0 and this will be as 2 and this will be as 4. Now sum up together 4 plus 2 plus 0 is 6. So the decimal equivalent of 110 is 6. So this 6 will be the subscript value, that is M6. Okay, same way you can find the designation of min term designation of A complement, B complement and C. Okay, so next we have how to obtain min term expression from truth table. Now for this you have to see the input pattern of the variables, okay, which results in 1. If the input is 0, it should be complemented, variable should be complemented, and if the input is 1, then the variable is going to be used as it is. Now find their product to obtain min term and finally add all the min terms to get min term expression or canonical sum of product expression. You can see here these are the inputs and then wherever you see 0 you will have to complement that variable A complement and B, and this way you will get 0 1. If you will convert into decimal number you will get 1, then 2 and 3 and then you have to write it along with the subscript value. Okay, so hence your min term expression will be this y is there, then A complement B, AB complement and plus AB. Fine, and min term expression is also you can use min term designation M1, M2 and M3, this one. Okay, now your Boolean expression obtained can also be represented as FAB is equal to, that is function of AB is equal to sigma 1 2 3, where 1 2 3 is the subscript value and sigma stands for summation. Okay, this way you can find the others also. Now how to find the max term? That is the similar as we did in min term, only the difference is that wherever you get the complement value, for that you have to write 1 and where you get the variable you have to write 0, like A plus A, B plus C complement will be written as 0 0 and 1, and decimal equivalent of 0 0 1 again find in the same manner. Multiply the first one with 2 to the power 0, then again 0 into 2 to the power 2, then 0 into 2 to the power 3. Okay, so 1, this will be 0 only, so it is 1. Okay, so this is a subscript value and then same way you can do the remaining also. Fine, and obtaining the max term expression from truth table, how you are going to do? You have to see the input bit pattern of the variable which results in 0. If the input bit is 1, use complement of the variable, and if the input bit is 0, then you have to use the same variable. Okay, then find their sum to obtain max term Finally, multiply all the max term to get the max term expression. Same way as you were doing minterm, only the 0 and 1 representation will be different in this case. Okay, and how can you denote it? You can denote it by y is equals to a plus b and a complement plus b. Okay, and m0, 1, 2 you will get. So this can also be represented as f of ab is equal to, this sign is the product sign and 0, 1, 2 are the subscript value. Okay, this way you can get the minterm and max term expression. Same way there are some solve example. Obtain max term expression for the following. So how will you do? 7035 is there, so m7 is 111. You have to convert into binary form. Now how to convert into binary form? You have to divide 7 by 2 and you have to copy down the remainder at right side. So 2 3s are 6, remainder is 1, 2 1s are 2, remainder is 1 again, and 2 zeros are 0, remainder is 1. So this m7 7 equivalent binary is 111. Now what was it? That when you find the 1, you have to complement the variable. That is a complement plus b complement plus c complement. Okay. In this way you can find the max term expression. Clear? Now next is the Karnaugh map. Now Karnaugh map, why it is used? Because basically these it is not possible to solve with the help of law all the types of expression. When it is simple or limited steps are required, then we use laws. Okay, but sometimes it becomes very difficult to simplify an expression when it is derivation is very long. Okay, so there was a mathematician, a great mathematician, Maurice Karnaugh, who developed a tabular or matrix representation which can enable you to obtain an expression in its simplest form. This tabular representation is termed as K-map or Karnaugh map. Okay, short form is K-map. Now how it is used? Or first of all, let's see the advantages. The advantage of using K-map is that the expression can be simplified to its most simplest form without any algebraic derivation. But this process can only be applied to reduce any canonical SOP or POS expression only. Okay. Now two variables K-map is. K-map can be designed to simplify the expression which is canonical, SOP or POS in two variables by using the following step. Use one variable to represent rows and the other to represent column. Consider two rows corresponding to the row variable and two columns for corresponding column variable. Now represent first row or column with complement of the variable followed by non-complement of the variable. Okay. Now you can see here A complement, first row is A complement and this B complement, then A and then B. Then coincide and write in each boxes. And A complement will be represented as 0 and non-complement will be represented as 1. And these cells will be represented as numbered 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this is the two variable K-map for SOP expression. As shown in the figure, let's see what is written. A K-map in two variable is 2 into 2 matrix. When the data is represented in this form, it is called matrix. And how many rows, columns are there? 2 rows and 2 columns. So that is why it is said 2 into 2 matrix. Okay. Now rows or column can also be represented by 0 or 1, where 0 may be applied corresponding to complement of the variable and 1 corresponding to non-complement variable. And the cells so formed can be numbered with decimal numbers equivalent to binary representation of the cell. 0 for row number 0, column number 0, 1 for row number 0 and column number 1, and so on. Now this system of formation of K-map is applied only to simplify SOP in expression. And in order to form a K-map in two variables to simplify POS expression, the complement of the variable is changed with non-complement and vice versa. Okay. Now binary representation of rows and column remains the same. You can see here is A complement, A and then A complement. So here also it should be B and B complement. Okay. Now there should be add of in between. Okay. Like sum of product was there, it was what it was there it was doing the product only, and here it will be addition. Okay. Product of sum. So A plus B complement, then a complement plus b, and then a complement b complement. So here make correction, it will be b and p complement. And here 0 will be representing as non-complement variable and complement variable will be represented as 1. Okay. So this is how two variable K-map will be formed. Okay. Next we have 3 variable type. 3 variable K-map is also ABC and designed to use K-map in 3 variables. Okay. Now here are some rules like dual a plus 0. So what you have to do? You have to change 0 into 1 and plus into dot. So you can see here this is on the basis of principle of duality how the change has been made. Some more examples are there. Okay, dual of a plus a b, c plus a dot a complement d. So how you will change? Wherever you will find plus sign, you have to change it into dot. Okay, and wherever you are having dot, that is a b, so you have to change a plus b. Okay, complement you don't have to change, and this way. Okay. Let's take an example of second one. Here a plus 1 is written, so it will be a dot 0 because plus is changed into dot and 1 is changed into 0. This is the principle of duality change. Okay. So this way you will carry on all the examples. Fine. Now you have to see simplification of expression. You have to simplify Boolean expression based on law. So p complement q is written, p q complement and p dot complement q complement. Okay, so write the expression as it is, then take p in complement in common in this 2 and q plus q complement. Okay, so q plus q complement is equivalent to 1. So you can write here 1, pq complement will be copied as it is, then p complement into 1, it will be p complement only. Okay, and plus pq complement. Then you have to multiply these together, put it in bracket, p complement p, and then into p complement plus q complement. So p complement plus p again can be written as 1 and q complement plus q complement. So by De Morgan's theorem we can further simplify, we can demorganize it by using p dot q whole complement. Okay. So this way you can solve the expression. Same way you can use this, and you can see here how it is being taken by using various laws, applying various laws, we can simplify it further. So this whole can be simplified into this form: a complement, b complement plus a complement and c. Okay, and then we have find the complement of a plus b complement c and abc. So complement is, you can see here, copy down the expression. Okay, then a complement dot b complement c and plus abc complement and whole is open. Okay, so based on De Morgan's law you have to simplify further: a complement, b plus c complement, then a plus b c plus c complement. Okay, so based on De Morgan theorem only we have to simplify further, and this way you will get the complement of a plus b complement c and abc as a complement b, then a complement c complement, then a complement plus b complement plus c complement. So this is having law, this chapter is having lot of laws, lot of rules. Practice them very carefully and practice all the solved question, and then also practice the related exercise. So this ends this video. Thank you children.